Good morning, it's a windy Cape Town and I am going to show you a quick video of how to start and operate the 304 G2 Dongfeng Utility Tractor as well as its front end loader equipped with the multi-purpose 4-in-1 bucket. This here is a client's machine coming back from the field. We're going to do a service, and the first thing to do is to switch on your battery switch right there. Green is at the top, that means it's on. The first thing we'll start with is your pedals, your foot pedals. On the left we have your clutch, which must be completely depressed when changing gears and of course engaging PTO, etc. On your right we have two brake pedals. They can be disengaged simply by lifting and unhooking this lever here. That then connects both of them in unison, or you can operate in the brakes individually. We then have our accelerator foot pedal right there. In terms of gears, it is very straightforward. The 304 G2 model is equipped with a 4-speed gearbox. Right here is your gear lever, and of course your high and your low, which is over here, your high and low lever. So effectively you're looking at 8 gears forwards, 8 gears in reverse. What's nice about this tractor is it has a shuttle shift transmission. So once engaging your clutch, you can the forward gears as it is now, the neutral or the reverse gear, and that can be done without needing to down gear your gears. It can be done in second gear, for example, if you are operating your front end loader, which is fantastic. We then also have your RC and skilpad, your tortoise and hare, which is of course used for your RPM, your engine RPM adjustments. Finally, on the left hand side we also have your PTO lever, which is used to engage one of your two speeds, either 540 or 1000 RPMs, depending on which attachment and which requirements. We then have our 4x4 function, which can either be engaged or disengaged. So effectively you have then either 2x4 steering or 4x4 steering. Simply press down or lift up. We also have a div lock. The div lock is engaged by pressing down with your foot. It also has a position there for a split pin, which can be used to lock the div lock in a certain position. I've already mentioned that this is of course your gear lever, and we have your handbrake. Once again, your tractor will not start unless the handbrake is lifted all the way up. Will not start if your gear lever is engaged. It must be in neutral. Your high-low must also be in neutral. Your gear shifter must also be in neutral, and then you can go ahead and start your tractor. Finally, we have our 3-point linkage lever. Pulling backwards is lifting the lever or the 3-point linkage up, and pressing forwards is putting the 3-point linkage down. We have two levers, hydraulic levers at the back. Please excuse, like I said, this tractor is coming directly from a client right now. So we have two gear levers. One gear lever, the one I'm touching now, is a variable gear lever. You have to hold it backwards to send hydraulic oil to a certain position at the back. I'll show you in a second. And then we have a fixed. So this lever is engaged and used when sending hydraulic oil permanently to a specific station, either to the rear of your tractor or to the front of your tractor. In this case, we put it all the way to the front position, and it then sends hydraulic oil to your front loader. So you can then, as an operator, engage your controls for lifting, for tipping, for grabbing with that bucket. It's a fantastic attachment, as well as any other attachments that you install in the front. Alright, so everything is in neutral position. We are depressing the clutch. We're giving the ignition one switch, waiting for the lights and everything to load. So come on. On the left we have our fuel gauge. In the center, of course, we have our RPMs with a hour meter, and on the right on the right we have our water temperature. The display is also filled with your warning lights and different lights that are required. Let's go ahead and swing the engine. Alright, I'm gonna offload this tractor. I'll be with you in a second. There we go, we have offloaded the 304 G2 from the trailer and I would like to quickly show you the front end loader controls. So I have started my engine. The engine is of course in neutral position here as well, and we have engaged the hydraulics, and that means the hydraulics is going all the way to your front boom. It is lifted in the air, and we have two basic controls. This is your front end, the loader frames controls, as well as the tipping function of your buckets. Now to tip, to tip forwards you press to the right, and to lift up you press to the left, right there. To lift your entire boom down you are pressing up, as you can see, and to lift up your boom you are pressing down. Keep in mind, as soon as you engage your engine throttle, you are automatically sending strong hydraulic flow to your cylinders, so you get greater performance of course. Then finally we have your lower lever. This is to engage your auxiliary attachment. In this case it is a front end. Let me just tip forward and you'll see better. In this case it is a front end loader. Nope, let me tilt backwards. Yeah, there we go. In this case it is of course a 4-in-1 bucket, so you are able to open and close your buckets, but it could be equipped with, because in the front there you have a mechanical quickage, so you can equip different attachments, and some of them could also be hydraulic, which means that lever right there will send hydraulic flow to that specific point. And there you have it. That is as easy as it is for operating the front end loader. This here is the rear of your 304 GT tractor. It is quite straightforward and simple. You have your category 1 3-point linkage system, which engages onto the attachments or implements of your choice. We then have your hydraulic coupling points, 2 individual hydraulic coupling points. As I mentioned, we have your fixed valve that's currently connected to your front loader, and then we have the option of an additional hydraulic point. This here, for example, can be used to connect attachments at the back, like your backhoe digger. We then have your PTO. PTO runs on 540 or 1000 RPMs, and also a trailer hook right there, which can be removed as required. The 304 G2 is perfect for the farm, perfect for small plots and small developments, and then absolutely for small contractors, small to medium scale that is.